Among the specific accomplishments of relief workers in relieving flood distress was the construction under Army supervision of this pontoon bridge through the streets of Louisville. For several days, this bridge provided the only access to the center of the city. Another type of accomplishment was the construction of refugee camps, such as this one near Louisville, which housed over 1,000 persons made homeless by the flood. Crews of WPA carpenters constructed rows of firm raised platforms upon which Army engineers put up tents. When the tent city was finished, each tent was equipped with cots, and the comfort of the city's inhabitants was assured by truckloads of stoves. Following in the wake of flood came fire. This blaze completely destroying a large section of Cincinnati, while a gas explosion and fire killed 7 and left a massive wreckage in Louisville. In this latter fire, police and firemen from several cities were aided by WPA workers in fighting the flames. Even before the wreckage was cool, a swarm of relief laborers were on the job to remove bodies and clean up the wreckage. As the floodwaters recede, WPA's greatest work really begins, the work of cleaning up. Water must be pumped from basements, in some cases with the help of fire trucks. Condemned structures must be demolished, sanitation measures applied. Debris-clogged streets and roads must be opened and repaired, and this disease-bearing debris carted away. Although relief workers cannot repair private property unless public health is endangered, they can and do aid the property owner by removing heavy obstacles such as these. Also, public buildings, schools, and parks are rapidly restored. Fire and police alarm systems are put back in commission, flooded underground wires being replaced with temporary overhead ones. In rural areas, thousands of dead cattle are a menace to health. These must be collected by relief workers and buried or otherwise disposed of. Unpleasant but vitally necessary work. Tremendous work to be done, a tremendous need. The WPA does the work, meets the need with 150,000 people engaged in all phases of the cleanup job. And doing this work provides jobs for 1,000 destitute victims of the flood, men who would otherwise be dependent on charity or direct relief. The battle with the river was a costly one, but the cost in lives and human misery would have been far greater but for the gallant fight waged against it by the agencies of mercy and relief. The WPA is proud that from the ranks of those who can't find jobs, it can provide the shock troops of disaster.